Most doctors build the clinic first, then the website, then they wonder why no one's booking. Wrong order. If I was starting again, I'd build the brand first before I spent £1 on premises. Here's why. Also, my name's Abe. I've scaled my own private practice to multi-seven figures and helped over 165 other private practices do the same. Now, you don't get patients because you're qualified. You get patients because you're visible and trusted. And trust doesn't start when they walk into your room. It starts when they see your name online again and again. So if I were launching from scratch, I'd do this. Build a clean, fast website that explains who I am, what I treat, and how to book. No fluff, no stock photos. Set up my Google My Business profile with location, FAQs, and reviews. Claim my LinkedIn and Instagram and start showing up weekly with helpful content. The clinic comes later. The attention engine comes first. And your brand is what people say when you're not in the room. A brand isn't your logo. It's what patients expect from you before they meet you. Are you the doctor who explains things clearly? The one who offers fast access? Or the one who listens? Here's the test. If a stranger Googles your name right now, what do they find? Nothing? Then that is your brand. Invisible. I post once or twice a week, even with no clinic yet, just to build awareness, familiarity, and authority. Create before you launch. Think of your practice like a product launch. You don't launch when the room is ready. You launch when the market is warmed up. I spent 30-60 days building anticipation with posts like, I'm opening a new GP practice in X area next month. What services would you like to see? Private practice is coming to X postcode, fast appointments, longer consultations. Behind the scenes of setting up my ENT clinic. That's your pre-launch content funnel. When you finally open doors, you don't launch to silence, you launch to a queue of patients waiting for your service. Next, borrow trust before you have it. Here's something most doctors miss. If you don't have patient reviews yet, borrow credibility. How? Talk about your training and clinical experience, not in a braggy way, just the facts. Share case types you've seen in NHS clinics without identifying, and highlight why you chose your field, what motivates you to do what you do. Here's what most people get wrong. Even just saying, I've treated over 3,000 NHS patients with chronic sinus issues. Here's what most people get wrong. Makes people listen. You're not starting from zero, you're just repositioning what you've already done. So you can build a practice brand without a building. Let me be clear. You do not need a physical clinic to start building your brand. You need a message, a patient-centered offer, and a consistent online presence. You can rent a room for consultations once the brand is working. But if you flip it and build a room first and brand later, you'll burn money while waiting for bookings that never come. The patient journey starts online. Be there before your competitors are. For a medical professional ready to build a private practice that actually gets booked, subscribe, and I'll show you how to build your brand like a business.